Yeah, I came from a really poor family, and it was cool though. I had mad people to live with. And as I tell audiences, I'm going to tell you, so don't get freaked out. But when I was 5, I was sexually abused by my uncle. Now, don't want you to rush the stage and give me a hug, because it's okay, because I got him killed for my birthday later on. No, I did. That's no joke. Yeah. Got his cock cut off. The show starts back then. I was brought up in Shettleston, and I remember being a kid in Shettleston. And who here remembers Sunday school? No, I went to Sunday school. And I loved Sunday school when I was a kid. Who here remembers Sunday school? And it was a big fuzzy felt board. Do you remember that? And we used to tell stories with fuzzy felts. There's a big fuzzy felt board. And I really was the devout Christian as a kid. I know that you're finding that hard to believe. And we had a preacher called Mr. Sims. Mr. Sims, we used to call him the exorcist, because when he came near your table in the pub, all your spirits disappeared. That's what my daddy said. And he used to put up these fuzzy felts, and they'd be Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. And in those days in the 60s, we were kids, it was really poor, church. It was the Shiloh Hall in Artone Street. And it was dead poor, and all they had was a job lot of giraffes to colour in, which is dead confusing. It took me 2 years to read that Bible to find that fucking giraffe. I tell you, it wasn't there. It was just a job lot of giraffes to colour in. And of course the orange and black crayon was long gone. And we had hundreds of purple giraffes and everything, which was fitting. It was the 60s. And we used to just sit and go, oh, colour in a giraffe. What about you, Joseph? I be too. Look at mine. Fuck, mine's is mental looking. And then Mr. Sims says, right, this is Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. Are you all listening? We're like, yes, we are. We're good childrens. And he said, does anybody get any questions? And I always had a question. And I had that thing where teachers do that. So that thing, the teacher, fuck, why does it have to be her? Does anybody get a question? Me, Mr. Sims! What is it, Janey? I went, okay, Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. That's quite confusing, because I've read the Bible and all this looks like it happened in Syria. And I don't know anybody called Luke and Matthew, so I don't understand how they got their names when they live in Syria. And all my pals went, oh, fucking good question. Do you want my giraffe? I've got 5 giraffes. He went, right, I'll explain it. And as kids are sitting there, and this was his explanation. What happened is Jesus went out into the desert and villages, and he found men, and then he said to a man, what is your name? And the man said, Hochachet. He went, you're now Andrew. Andrew. Can I just practice that for a minute? Andrew. Are you sure? Yep, you're Andrew. That's a bit fucked, really, isn't it? Then he met another man. What is your name? Muhammad. You are now Mark. And Andrew's, oh, at least I got Andrew. Mark. And I'm like, so what did their wives think? The guy said, Mr. Sam said, well, they went back to their wives and told them that they were leaving and they were going to go with Jesus and become fishers of men. I'm like, whoa! Stop right there. So Jesus changed their names. They went back to their wives and goes, hello, Nurdina. No, don't be calling me Hochachet anymore. My name's Andrew. Sorry about the 9 wains, the goat, the field. I'm just going to go with him. And all I could think was these Arab women going, I think you'll fucking find you'll be going nowhere. Pregnant, hundreds of wains, goats. And what's this Andrew shite? And then he met Mary Magdalene, and I don't know what her name is, but he called her Mary, and that was like his ma, so that's Oedipus. So anyhow, I know that some of you think, oh, but Jesus, if you're a Christian and Jesus is hearing all this, then forgive me. And he well. He's probably looking down going, oh, Janey, why? Well, I can't help it. You see, the thing is, it's not that I doubt the Bible. I believe in the Bible. My problem is, I wrote my own autobiography, and there's a couple of wee mistakes in there. Jesus' book was written 300 years after he died. He must be up there going, oh, for fuck's sake, I didn't even go to Galilee! What do you mean I entered the village in a donkey? It's fucking Arabia, they're famous for their horses. Why did I get put in a donkey? I just think that. And I looked up and Mr. Sim says that I'm going to go for a cup of tea. And when I come back, we're going to have a chit-chat about this. And I did the most amazing thing that I'd ever done in my life. I wanted to be on stage because all my pals were there. So as soon as he fucked off, I jumped up on stage. And that thing, I'm only about 8 or 9, you know that thing, you get up and you go, oh, I don't know what to do now, now that I'm here. And I looked at the fuzzy felt board and I pulled Jesus off it. And all my pals were like, Janey's got Jesus. I'm like, I've got Jesus. And she's got Jesus. Like, I checked Jesus. Jesus is made of felt, right? And then I've got Jesus in my hand and I thought, I don't know what I'm going to do with Jesus now. So and I ate him. Have you ever eaten felt? I'm like, jump back down. I was convinced if I ate Jesus it would all be okay. I was just a kid. So I sat back down. Mr. Sims came back out. Janey? Yes? I said, where's Jesus? I went, you said he was everywhere. Have you eaten him? Yes, I've eaten Jesus. And for the rest of the fucking summer, we had no Jesus. We had that blonde bloke that looks like a Swede that carries a sheep on his neck. Who was he in the Bible stories? It looked like somebody for a Swedish porn movie, like holding a sheep, like, look how high I can carry small farmyard animals. I'm like, who's he? He must be Bob. So, I know there's a few Christians going, we're letting you away with that because that's quite funny.